Hopefully we are back online now, are we? In fact, tell me we are, please. Good gravy. There we are. Yes, we are back. Hello! Yes, we're back here at Premiere. So we've missed 2 laps of racing due to, thanks to the game. I have taken over streaming, not down to Sensei's internet, just down to the game. Few things we've missed though. Both Renaults have retired if we didn't catch it on the end. Sensei, this game hates us, doesn't it?
It's unbelievable.
Nicomania.
It's really unbelievable. While P. Wouters goes in front of Nicomania. Not the best place to take over, because Nicomania will have Slipstream and DRS now. But he is still on all tires.
What we're going to do, even though I'm streaming, we're still going to have Sensei as the main comm. So Sensei, you still dictate where we're going, and I will follow you.
Okay, I'm now looking to Nicomania, but he is going to pit, I think. Yes, he will. 10 laps on the soft tires he will do.
Midnight also pitting. He's going to go on to new tires as well.
Raikkonen now getting a little close to Verstappen.
Oh, sorry.
The gap is getting bigger on the straight, so that's a little strange.
Bullet Boy on fresh soft tyres is making a move on Sem. Well, Sem's going to try and get back at him.
And Medium Pilot lost around 3 seconds with his pit stop, while Gilles is trying to overtake him for P2. 110 behind him. He will not try it, I think. No, he will.
But his teammate?
He will wait till the end.
His teammate was close
James
to him as well.
Close too. And what will Gunther Steiner say now? I think he just is praying that they don't crash each other out.
I don't believe they will. 4 seconds is the gap. 5 seconds is the gap, sorry, at the top.
Yeah, 5
so
seconds.
Medium Pilot's in some serious trouble right now.
Medium Pilot lost around 4 seconds with his pit stop. And with, of course, the laps after.
Who should we be looking at now, Senna?
Yeah, I'm still looking at the fight at the P3 with James, Gilles and Medium Pilot.
Okay.
But the chain game is now very close to Gasly. They're trying to overtake each other. Chain game going into P13. And Gasly gets it done. Just let him go. I think he's trying to... Oh, I think Gasly is lagging. Or
James
it's my internet connection again.
James Braden's going to pit lane.
Oh boy, with the fastest lap, a 121.7.
Gilles is going to try and get the run once more out of turn 1. Can he do it?
He is too far behind, I think. Last lap it was only 1/10 and he didn't try it, now it's 3/10, so... I think he really has to wait if he wants to overtake him till the right moment.
Does. Now,
or till he is really close to him.
Who's in the best position now? Because we see drivers pitting for the soft tyres. Are drivers on the medium tyres in the best position? I'd rather say the mediums. I think that's the better strategy now. From soft to medium, rather.
Soft is only a few, I think 3-4 laps better, and then it's the medium. So like Bullet Boy, if he wants to take some positions of Raikkonen and maybe of Verstappen, he has to do it now. While his tyres are still young. Because we saw it with both Renault, the tyres were done after, I think, 8-9 laps.
So, Gilles close now to Medium Pilot's rear end. As close as he can get. They say medium soft is works best for you if you pit lap 17 and lap 18. See a few of those. We'll see what happens as James Braden passes chain game well. Gilles don't want to attack.
Raikkonen is very close to Verstappen. He's going to try to move on him for P4.
Oh, three-way fight, 2 Red Bulls and a Mercedes. They're going 3 wide into turn 1.
They're going 3 wide. No.
Oh, he's cut his nose off.
Close.
Oh, he's had to take the escape road. Who was it? Bullet Boy.
Bullet Boy. That's Bullet Boy lost 2 positions. Yeah. That's a lot of about to say, I think.
To be honest, 3 cars into that corner doesn't work, and Bullet Boy just got his nose cut off by Raikkonen. I don't think it's anyone's fault.
Just thought, I think, going on the inside. I'm just waiting here, and Bullet Boy tried to overtake him still on the outside, and I don't think Raikkonen expected that.
Whoa, chain game making contact with James Braden's rear end. And they get close together into the braking zone. But nonetheless,
Chain really struggling all the way with his tires.
Yeah.
Or he's just struggling with his car. One of the two. But I saw him gliding a little bit. just like he's driving on ice.
Red Bull, different strategies. Are we going to see multi-21 here?
Bullet Boy, is he gonna? Yeah, I think he's gonna try it.
I don't think Verstappen's going to let him through. He's weaving, saying, "I'm quicker. Let me through.
Yeah,
Look at Midnight."
Bullet Boy had to get off his gas there. Now he is easily gonna do it. He's on the soft ice. Chain game gets 3-second penalty.
Midnight's come to play. What time is it? It's midnight.
And
To
there's
the
again
inside.
3 right again.
Oh, there comes the touching.
That's so close.
Who's going to be coming out on top?
Good.
Oh, look at that. No contact.
No, it is Bullet Boy. Bullet Boy take P5 again. And Raikkonen now trying to get out of DRS distance and just get away from the battle.
Midnight to the inside, but he's not brave enough on the brakes.
He's
Bullet
not
Boy.
going to try it. And Raikkonen goes too wide there, so he will be in the fight again too. He will be fighting with 4. They're going 4 wide this lap.
Good gravy. They're really going for it today, aren't they?
Imagine going 4 right.
Oh, there's not enough room on this track.
No, whoa, Bullet Boy is going very fast now. Already in P4.
Oh, chain game.
Raikkonen.
Chain game's out.
Chain game retired.
It's a crash for the Dutchman. Adding to our 3 turtle. Honey Badge is now saying that he's blaming you for his puncture, for saying that whoever started in P3 will win the race.
I'm sorry. I try my best. Come on. Midnight now, very close to overtake Raikkonen again.
Midnight through. Bullet Boy is.
Bullet Boy is. I think Midnight is gonna catch him.
He is. He's going to the inside. Bullet Boy. He's trying to make a move and he just can't get through.
Bullet Boy went from left to right, too. So that didn't make it easier to make a move from him.
I think that Bullet Boy did a good job of just sitting in the middle of a track.
Yeah,
James Braden in the pit lane. Let's have a look. Oh, James is out.
James has retired
in pit
from
lane.
The session.
Oh, Raikkonen cut in the corner. I think he wasn't confident in the car's turning circle. Must have broke a little bit too late. He would have been penalised by that.
He didn't get a penalty.
I think he would have got a warning.
Yeah, I think so. That was quite a big cut.
It was. I think Midnight is clearly the faster driver out of him and Bullet Boy as they close in on GL and Medium Pilot. I tell you what, they're all closing in on GL and Medium Pilot.
Yeah, only 2.8 seconds behind GL now. GL can't get close enough to Medium Pilot. I think he has a couple of laps now in the DRS distance, but it's just like Hamilton and Bottas were on Leclerc in the real race.
Who's faster now as they head to the straight? Is it Midnight? Is it Bullet Boy? Bullet Boy is positioned currently on
big now.
Right in the middle of the track.
Maybe trying again, but he isn't close enough.
No, he needs to carry that speed through the final corner, doesn't he?
Yeah, he is a lot faster on the straight, but he. Oh, that's a 5-second penalty for Sam for corner cutting. That will be a very big corner cut then. Because 5 seconds, that's not so usual to get.
No, it's
Medium Pilot got a penalty, so now Gilles is in P2. Ooh. I think if Gilles doesn't get a penalty, of course.
Who's got fastest lap at this point? Let's have a look. Fastest lap goes to Nicomania so far in P10. So that's the extra point. That's 2 points for Nicomania.
Yeah, Nicomania has a 3-second time penalty. Finn got a penalty. Kush got a penalty. Nicomania already got 6-second penalty.
Right, look at Midnight. He's getting so much closer now to Bullet Boy. He's just got to carry that speed through the final corner. Wow, big moment there as he caught the car.
That was close.
He's got to catch it. Sector 2, there's a yellow flag. I'm not going to go searching because obviously I'm now streaming to the inside. Midnight tries. But he decides not to. The Thai driver is about to make a move as he can on Tyler in front. Bullet Boy one side. He's going defensive still. Midnight's going to drive around him. And he does.
But we know the Red Bulls aren't afraid to try risky things at some point. So I think... And also Raikkonen has come close again due to that fight.
He has, but Raikkonen's on 13 lap old tyres. I don't think that'll make a difference. So we're coming to the point now Bullet Boy's on 7 lap 1 tyres, and 7 lap 1 tyres was when they started to go, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was lap 8, 9 that Renaults had a trouble with it. So they won't be very good anymore too. So I don't think it will make a massive difference. Also look to the penalties, and Gilles also got a 3-second time penalty, so that doesn't matter for the end of this race. So Gilles really needs to do it on track if he wants to get to P2.
Looking forward now, not long remains of this race. Midnight is currently battling hard for P4 with most of the grid. Laserlord is trying to make a move on Gasly. We'll see that soon. Nicomania with a time penalty as well. That might start to put him under pressure from other drivers. But no, it won't, because he's got an 18-second gap between him and other drivers.
Is Bullet Boy getting close enough to Midnight? Yes, he is. He's gonna try it.
Inside.
With slipstream, with DRS. Late braking, and that has to be an easy move for him.
Gilles with another time penalty.
Let him go.
So Gilles was 6.
Will be...
That's Bullet Boy. Bullet Boy was now in P3.
Bullet Boy, yeah, possibly gets
has
podium
Bullet Boy
here.
get any penalties?
I don't know, but Bullet Boy still fighting, of course, with Midnight. So Midnight also... Oh, Midnight has... Yeah, that's a penalty, I think. No, it isn't. There has to be a warning then. Did the same thing like Raikkonen did, but he lost his car, so it was on purpose.
Gasly passed by Laserlord, and then Laserlord passed by Gasly as they come into the 24th lap of the race.
Bullet Boy, 2.5 seconds between Gilles. What has happened with Gilles? 1.4 behind medium pilot now, 2.3. Gilles is losing time.
His tyres starting to wear. Because the gap at the top has come down by 2 tenths as well.
Yeah, Piotr has lost a bit of time. Maybe he isn't pushing that much, that's also a possibility, of course.
Midnight, bunch of lag in the lobby, but the tyre driver is looking at the back of the Red Bull.
Midnight's gonna try it again on Bullet Boy. And he is now gonna take the move and takes a provisional podium.
Oh, side by side!
That's a silly move.
They're still side by side. The Bullet Boys realise that this is the cost of the podium now. Bullet Boy passed.
Midnight too.
Raikkonen's on his way too. He wants to play.
Raikkonen still has a possibility to get a podium.
So this now is a fight for P3.
It is.
Barring any penalties themselves.
Oh, Midnight is so close to Bullet Boy.
He's angry.
Now.
He wants to get through. He knows he's quicker. Tyres are wearing on both cars though. Laserlord passed by Gasly, who's passed by Laserlord once more.
It was a dangerous move by Bullet Boy.
I think it was fair.
Legal. It was fair, but it was risky.
Sector 3 yellow flags.
Flag in Sector 3. I hope that's not one of our leaders then.
Laserlord right in the back, Sector 3. It's Gasly, I think. Oh, someone's gone very wide at the back.
It's Kush. I think Kush will retire.
Yep.
Yes, he did.
So Kush retires. Midnight pushing the Red Bull through Parabolica. And the yellow flags are going to screw him. The yellow flags are screwing him.
He can't overtake. He can't overtake.
And he has. He's going to have to lift off.
That's not legal, I think. No, he has to let him by.
He has. He's had to let him through.
That's not... Oh, and there's still yellow flags in Sector 3. That's, maybe.
Oh, no.
No, that's... Oh, that sucks. That really sucks for Midnight.
And Midnight is going to be absolutely steaming.
Seconds. So, if Bullet Boy also gets a penalty, already got a penalty, then he isn't in P3 anymore.
Any one of these drivers can be in P3 right now. Any one of these drivers in shot can be in P3.
Everyone can be in P3. If Raikkonen doesn't have any penalty, he can easily be P3.
We are on the 26th lap of racing here, so these guys are heating up.
If Medium Pilots has a lot of penalties, he even can be P2. I don't think he has a lot of penalties, but it's still possible. Well, Midnight is gonna try another attempt to overtake Bullet Boy.
He saw the green flag, Rick, but he passed in the yellow flag sector, so he can't just go until he passes the green flag board.
But now he has another attempt to overtake Bullet Boy.
This is it. The last lap of racing here in Monza. This has got to be a cut move. No yellow flags this time. Midnight to the inside line.
And what will Bullet Boy do? No, he has the overspeed. Bullet Boy has to do it fast.
Oh, there's
now.
contact.
Oh,
there's contact.
Touched.
Bullet Boy clouting the back of the Alfa Sauber.
Bullet Boy will try it into turn 3, I think. He will try it.
He's going to try
it's his
something.
Last chance, I think.
He's still got moves.
No, he can't. Only 2 straights remaining now.
Sensei, we've got to make sure that we get Walters in the shot when he crosses the line, so just keep an eye on him. I'll follow this battle.
I will.
Sterling. Bullet Boy though is
now
not
in the time checkpoint of the sector 2, going into the
Midnight's flying. Midnight's flying away. He's got to close the gap. Gasly passed by Laserlord, who's passed by Gasly once more, who's passed by Laserlord once more. That battle's furiously going on. P. Walters, where's he going?
He is now on the going to the final corner of this track. P. Walters will win this race.
Raikkonen caught the car.
On the last straight, heading towards the finish. P. Walters is winning the Italian Grand Prix, and I think he takes back the lead of the championship. P. Walters wins the Monza Grand Prix. It's medium pilot. In P2, Gio
Who's
P3,
in P3? It's Midnight. It's Midnight in P3. Gio dropping way down the order.
It's here again. Again unlucky.
He just can't get any luck. Vin is going to be in P10. Nicomania is Nicomania in P10. Sorry, Vin finishing in P8 on penalties. Oh, there's another round on the last lap. Into the barrier hard.
Still take the P11 from Gasly, but went too far. That's it.
What a race! Even though we missed 2 laps.
Yeah, that was very fun.
2 streamers and 2 laps.
Thanks to internet. Laserlord the last man to cross the line. 12 finishers this race. That's it. It's over. That was the Grand Prix of Monza of Italian.
So the Italian Grand Prix over here in SFR, and the week of Italy is done. But let's have a look at our podium. McLaren victorious as they so often have been here this year in the Premier Division. The Renault powered car in P1 ahead of Williams in P2 and then the Alfa Sauber in P3. 3 different engine manufacturers on the podium, and dare say 3 of the best looking cars. So, Sensei, barring any serious investigations, can you read out the results for us?
The result of the Italian Grand Prix are P. Wouters wins the race from medium pilot in P2, Midnight in P3, Bullet Boy P4, Raikkonen P5, Gio P6 due to penalties, Verstappen P7, Vin P8, Sam P9, Nicomania P10, Gasly P11, Laserlord P12, Kush P13, James P14, Chain Game P15, and Bundy 16, and Honey Badger is last in 17.
So everyone from P13 down DNF'd this race. We're not done though. Let's see if we can have a chat with the top 3. Apologies for the screen going blue as I invite them. Let's try and get them in there quickly. Walter saying Walters did not get any penalties, no, because he didn't need to push. I'll ask you about that. Well, he really disappeared. So let's quickly look at so we'll invite Midnight, see if he can join us. If he can't, then obviously That's fine. I believe he can join us. We've had him on the podium before. Okay. So we will leave the session. Let's have a nose at our great graphics of the McLaren. You're doing the interviews tonight, Senna, so brush up your interview skills.
Oh no, I think you are the better interviewer. You prepared me on streaming. I think we'll wait another week for the interviews.
All right. So Midnight has joined us. Midnight, is your voice at the show?
Yep.
Okie dokie.
So.
We'll just quickly make sure that Walters will join us. I have sent him an invite, so we'll check. But nonetheless. So stream cut into 2 this time, which is yeah, bit of a pain that it was cut into 2, but you can't do anything about that. So we'll wait and see if Walters can join us. We'll give him another couple of minutes. Before we start the interviews, Raikkonen claiming he had glitches on lap 1. So I wonder how true that is.
I had so much frame drops the whole race.
Yeah. Well, we'll start on with you. Well, Midnight, sorry. How was that race for you? Because you were battling hard the whole way through.
Yeah, I mean, in qualifying, I'm very disappointed because I did a 19.6 and I expected to do an 18.6 and be competing for pole, but no, I bottled it first lap, and every time I kept invalidating at a Scar race. I was 7 times up and then invalidated, even every run I did. So then I thought, well, I mean, I might as well just hope people can out qualify me, start 11th, and that happened. Started on the mediums. Surprisingly, didn't lose it on the start, because normally I do lose it on the start, but eventually I did make my way up the field, and I was struggling with ERS management. I think all the other drivers could say it, but I was really, I don't know how to manage the ERS. I really don't know how to. So yeah, I was complaining about that the whole race, and then when I went onto the softs, I thought I shouldn't have gone the extra lap because I was on 76% worn mediums. So going the extra lap was a mistake, but eventually got my way up. Had a good fight with Verstappen and Raikkonen, also Bullet Boy, and then I got a stupid penalty from Cody's, which I really shouldn't have got, but I got it. But it didn't matter anyway because the drivers behind me had a penalty as well, and I got past them, and also the Haas head all got 6 seconds. I eventually made my way up to 3rd, and here I am speaking about it.
So, being that you got the podium on penalties, is that any less incentive to? Does it sweeten the? Is there a bitter taste? That's what I thought for the podium, knowing that someone else didn't have it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like you win it on penalties, but you're like, well, I really shouldn't be here because yeah, I mean, you get penalties, but it's sometimes you may be pushing too hard or tires are really worn off, and sometimes you can't help just going off the track because of them. But I do think in the back of my head, I shouldn't be here at all because I do know that drivers, the Haas school, the driver probably a better race than me, not gonna lie.
Next week we're off to Singapore. Are you looking forward to F1's most physical and enduring race?
Nope. Not at all. There's
a whole generation of people that don't remember when Singapore wasn't on the calendar. They have no idea how it was before.
I got league race on Singapore Saturday. So I've got to go to the torture that is Singapore twice instead of once.
Sorry, I've already commentated there once this season.
I hate driving around it. It's so bad.
So realistically, even though you despise the track, where are you looking to qualify and hoping to finish in the race?
Well, I've done a bit of practice, and I do think my qualifying pace isn't actually that bad, but my race pace, I am not consistent at all. One lap I will be very quick. The next I will be really, really bad, and that will happen for the majority of the race. Yeah, I'm not consistent at all.
Well, we will see what happens come the Singapore Grand Prix. Well done to you for finishing in P3 today.
And you?
Okay, so we'll just quickly check. The screen's going to go blue again just to make sure. No, we don't have Walters in here with us. So, nonetheless, we will end the stream here. Sensei, back to you, mate. Though you did cut out halfway through, how was that race for you?
It was a very good race again. Always in the GP1. It's so close battles all the time. It's really incredible. It was an incredible race from you, Midnight, starting I think P12 or something, and still getting the podium. It was very good from you.
Well, nonetheless, this has been this week of SFR here in Italy. Next week, we're off to the hot and sweaty city of Singapore. Make sure you don't miss this one, because it can only go amazingly well, because it could rain, and everyone knows how much rain means in Singapore. You looking forward to next week, Senna?
Very much, yeah. Don't say Singapore.
As if dry in Singapore went horribly. Wet in Singapore goes even worse.
I don't think they like me anymore.
I want to see the race in the wet, but I don't want to do it in the wet.
So you haven't heard that we're actually going to make the entire week wet?
Oh, I don't like that.
I'm off.
Alright, so join us next week on Monday for GP4, and follow us through until this time Thursday, where you'll be seeing the GP1, I'm turning into Senna, the Premier Class drivers take on the magnificent streets of Singapore. My name is JB, thank you so much for watching, thank you Senna for streaming and also co-commentating.
No problem, it was an honor, it was a very good race, so I enjoyed.
And for me driving.
Thank you to Midnight for daring to turn up and enjoying his little podium treat. I'll put it in later.
Yay.
And we will see you next time in SFR. Have a good weekend, and we hope you enjoy the British Grand Prix and the Motorsport Olympics. If you don't know what that is, DM me later and I'll tell you more. And we'll see you next time in SFR. Have a very good weekend. We'll see you later. Ta-ra, guys!